What's good, everybody, and welcome back to this long-awaited video. I know I was supposed to do this a while back, but I wanted to get the technique down for it. I wanted to make sure I had all my ducks in a row before I posted it. It's probably like 2 months late, but I want to post it anyway, and I want to bring it to you now, so let's go ahead and get into it. So if you can't tell by the title, this is the Justin Bieber Purpose Tour Fear of God and Barney's New York collaboration, kind of. These jeans came out through Barney's New York a few months back. They're specific to Justin Bieber's Purpose Tour line. There's a bunch of different clothes that released. These jeans cost $1,695 retail, which is very expensive, so I wanted to show you a cheaper alternative, a DIY way to do it with your own pair of jeans, or you can go out and buy a pair of jeans. If you missed it a few months back, I did a distressing video on these jeans right here. I did the Fear of God Indigo distressing on these H&M pants right here. They only sold these in store. They're 40 bucks. They're just a light denim. You want to go check that out. I did the tutorial on how to do it on the upper thigh and the two knee areas. The holes are a little bit bigger than the Purpose Tour ones on the tutorial I did. So if you want to do it again with a new pair of jeans, go ahead and put the holes yourself, but a little bit smaller. Another attribute to the Purpose Tour jeans besides the distressing is the zippers by the inside ankles. And if you didn't see it, I did a video a few months back on these zippers. You go ahead and check it out. I'm going to put both videos right here, one here, one here. You can see and click and go do both of those tutorials before you do this one. This will basically be part 3 if you're completing the whole thing. But I got this idea from Neems. I want to give him a shout out. I didn't originally do it in my first video, and I'm sorry for that. He gave me the idea of the hot glue. Go ahead and check him out down below. I will be linking him, but he helped me out with that. But check out the videos here. I've got the distressing right here, and I've got the zipper down right here. Go ahead, do each of those if you want to. If you've already done them, let's go ahead and move on to the next step. What you're gonna need first is a pair of jeans. Like I said before, these are from H&M. They're 40 bucks. I'm not sure if they still sell them, but they were in store. I will find a similar pair on hm.com if I can and link them down below. You're gonna need those, and you're gonna be your own distressing. If you want the distressing, like I said, check out my video. Go ahead and get yourself a pair of jeans, and then we'll move on to what you need next. Next thing you're gonna need is this Tulip Slip fabric paint that I got from Michaels. It was $4.50, I believe. You're only gonna need about 4 ounces. You might not even need this much depending on how much you're gonna use. Just get the white color and you'll be good to go. Next, you're gonna need some gloves. You don't need this many. I just got this from Target for 5 bucks. It's just a simple pack of gloves. Don't really need anything specific, just a simple pack of gloves. Then you're just gonna need a solo cup, or you can use any kind of cup to put the paint in when we get started. Like many tutorials, you're gonna need to take some precautions. You're not gonna wanna wear clothes that you might get paint on. So I'm wearing a Purpose Tour shirt right now, but I'm probably gonna switch it out, get something that I don't wanna get paint on, and then we're also gonna need some type of cardboard, and you're gonna do this outside as well, just so you don't get paint anywhere. I know it's not really that messy, but if you get it on your carpet, it's gonna be a pain in the butt to get out. So I'd go ahead and do it outside. I'm gonna be moving to my patio in a minute, and we go ahead and get started on the process. All right, so now we're outside working on the front. We've got the upper left thigh that we're gonna work on first. This one is basically just a bunch of splatter. So what I'm gonna do is take it straight from here. I'm just gonna hold it to where the point where the paint is on the end of it, and just kind of glob it down and get it in a couple different places. Again, you don't have to do this perfectly. This is all gonna be however you do it and how comes out the bottle. You can't do it perfectly because you can't predict how the paint's gonna land. We'll go ahead and get started on this thigh. Now I'm just gonna take a little bit and put it in the cup here. Just kind of squeeze a good amount in there. Take it with my fingers in the glove and just kind of throw it down like that. Kind of flick it on there just to give it that splatter so there's not all these perfect circles. It's gonna add a little bit right here of smudging because that's how it is on the original. Try not to make it perfect, just kind of like a nice little brush of the paint. I just took it, put it on the glove, just kind of brushed it on like so. You can also just take some of the dots and just kind of smear them a little bit if you don't want it to be as perfect. And I'm just gonna add a little bit more globs up here. So what I'm gonna do is just take some of the paint and put it on my finger and just start like a thick glob right here. I'm gonna do kind of a circle motion so it gives it more of a circle look. Again, this isn't gonna be perfect. This is gonna be how you do it. I can't replicate exactly the jeans because paint lays a certain way. They might have used a lot more high-end paint because the jeans are $1,700, but I'm doing the best that I can to show you guys how to get a similar look for a very cheap price. So now what I'm gonna do, since I've got the basis of the big ones, I'm gonna kind of blend it in now using this and just kind of spraying it throughout and getting streaks, because there's obviously streaks in this side right here if you look at the picture, and I'm just gonna kind of streak it like that up and down. So this is what we're looking like right now. We've got some splatters, some streaks, we got the smudging. I think it came out pretty good, and it looks pretty similar to the picture in my opinion. And then moving up here, this one really just has light streaks, so what I'm gonna do is put globs. And on a few of these, I'm just gonna take it with my finger and kind of push it in and smear it a little bit, because some of them just have that nice little streak on that side of the jean. And then now I'm gonna add some globs over top. And so that's the look right there, basically, of this. You can kind of flare it up as much as you want to. Now you're gonna let this dry for about an hour before you can flip it over and go to the back side. But that is really it for the front. If you want to add or change anything, go ahead and do it by all means. You don't have to do this exactly how I did it, and you cannot predict how the paint is going to land, but just do your best to try to get it to land as good as it can. First portion that I'm looking at is the bottom left right here. I'm going to go ahead and get a little smear there, a little bit of flick of it there, and that's all we're going to do for that side. So we're going to go ahead, get this ready, get the gloves out, and then fill up the cup. So what I'm gonna do is just pour a good amount in here. I'll try to show you how much. It'll focus. There's just a good glob in there, enough to grab off of. You're just gonna take a little bit of paint with your hand, like this, and just throw it on there, like that. So you can see we got a little bit going there. Another technique you can use is taking this right here and throwing a little bit of a glop down. So for the smearing, all you're gonna do is take a little bit of the paint and put it on your fingers, and then you're just gonna take a look at the picture and see, make sure you're getting exactly what you want. Just get a little bit of smear going here, just light. You don't have to be very specific with it, just kind of make it look a little bit natural. So I'm just adding a little bit more here. Leg is pretty much done. I'm just gonna add a little bit more of the splatter from using this here. So all I'm doing when I do that is just taking it to where the paint is on the edge and just kind of throwing it down. And I'm gonna leave that side there for now. I might try to blend in the splatter right here a little bit more, just give it a little more natural look before it starts drying up. Now for the right leg, it focuses mainly on this area right here where we're getting the smearing. So I'm gonna go in here and smear and then add splatter throughout here. Now I'm just gonna add a bit of splatter over here using the bottle. Now the upper thigh on the right side doesn't have that much splatter, so I'm just gonna add a little bit and then leave it and let it dry. Now you're just gonna wait overnight to let it dry, and then you'll be good to go and able to wear them.
So aren't you glad to meet me? I think you should, I'll be glad to meet me. If I were you, aren't you glad to meet me? I think you should. I make a real good song out of you, time and ticking slow. Yes, you're overdue, aren't you glad to meet me? I think you should.
If you ever want to wash them, all you're going to do is turn them inside out and wash them normally, and the paint will stay there and you'll be good to go. I just want to come on here and let you guys know that this is not going to come out perfect. It is very hard to predict how the paint is going to lay, so don't be discouraged if it doesn't come out exactly how you want it. I'm honestly not 100% happy with how this leg came out right here. I was not putting enough pressure or whatnot, but I'm still going to take advantage of it and still wear these jeans because I like how they turned out overall. It really is the effort that you put into it that matters. If you like the jeans, who cares what anybody else thinks? Just go ahead and embrace what you made, and I hope that this tutorial helps you in some sort of way to get to that jean that you want. But if you made it this far in the video, please leave a like down below and subscribe if you like any kind of streetwear content. But that's gonna wrap it up for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and if you did, leave a like down below. Like I said, subscribe here if you're new. I post a video every single Sunday and every single Thursday. And see you guys next time. This is Harrison, signing out.
That girl is a real crowd.